Coming up in SVG-TV News and Sports this evening at 7, tourism officials highlight new marketing push and investment opportunities for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Venezuela earthquake death toll surpasses 5,000 as damage reaches $19.6 billion. U.S. Secretary General candidates faced off in a debate over global crisis and the future of the organization. And in sports, West Indies named squad for Pakistan Test Series. These and other stories coming up in SVGTV News and Sports this evening at 7.
Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV's News and Sports for Friday, July 24th, 2026. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. Minister of Tourism, Dr. Kishore Shallow, says St. Vincent and the Grenadines is experiencing renewed interest in a development he believes will further strengthen the country's tourism industry and overall economic growth. Speaking in the wake of the branding partnership between Inter-Caribbean Airways and the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which features the country's flag and branding on one of the airline's aircrafts, Dr. Shallow said the collaboration provides increased international visibility for the destination while signaling confidence in the country's tourism product. He noted that investor confidence is being supported by a growing calendar of major events, including the Caribbean Premier League CPL, which will be hosted in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the first time later this year. According to Minister, accommodation providers have already reported strong bookings, highlighting the anticipated economic benefits of sports tourism.
After this launch today, we have the CPL in a matter of days. To be precise, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. I'll just tell you that we have a real surprise in store for CPL coming up. You don't want to miss it. I won't tell you just what that surprise is yet, but we have an amazing surprise coming up. But we are indeed experiencing a renewed investor confidence, increased interest in regional and international markets, and growing occupancy that we are seeing right across, especially in our accommodation sector. Vincimas, all the hotels rooms were gone, all. And so far, for CPL, which is, again, in 2 weeks' time, hotel rooms are already booked out.
Dr. Shallow also pointed to the successful engagement with regional and international cruise operators during a recent industry meeting held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He said cruise partners have welcomed the arrival of Global Ports Holdings as a new operator of the country's cruise port, expressing optimism that the investment will enhance the visitor experience and support long-term growth in the cruise sector.
We are going to try our utmost to optimize every individual we have on staff, every dollar that the Prime Minister and his cabinet give to us to invest. And we are going to stretch our lot and ensure that we are a successful destination to the rest of the world. At the same time, while we celebrate partnerships in the air, I think something very exciting to look forward to is Acton with the public-private partnership with Global Port Holding, and there's a deliberate attempt from us to increase calls and passenger spend in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Recently, and I made mention of an inclusive approach, on Friday last week we met with the entire cruise sector, at least representation, and they were so excited, elated really at the prospect of GPH. And we'll continue speaking to our key stakeholders because we do believe that the way we are going to achieve our fullest potential is by collaborating and having everyone on board. And that is the spirit in which we are moving forward.
The tourism minister said his ministry continues to roll out initiatives aimed at boosting both domestic and international travel. These include the Love SVG campaign, destination marketing efforts, strategic airline partnerships, and event-driven promotions designed to increase visitor arrivals, strengthen the country's tourism brand, and create more opportunities for local businesses. Chief Executive Officer of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority, the SVG-TV, Shafia London, has pledged a renewed commitment to promoting the country's tourism products through a more proactive and strategic marketing approach. Speaking at the unveiling of the Inter-Caribbean Airways' newly branded aircraft, Spirit of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, on Thursday at the Argyle International Airport, London said the destination is well positioned for growth and that the Tourism Authority is determined to ensure St. Vincent and the Grenadines remains competitive in the regional tourism market. She said the SVGTA will intensify its destination marketing efforts by highlighting the country's unique attractions, culture, festivals, and natural beauty while building stronger partnerships to increase visitor arrivals.
As the Tourism Authority prepares to launch an exciting new chapter in destination marketing, we will be telling our story more boldly than ever before. We will be inviting travelers to experience our islands, our culture, our adventure, our people, and our spirit. Our ambition is clear. We are stepping into a new era of destination marketing, one that will see St. Vincent and the Grenadines showcased around the Caribbean and across the world with unprecedented reach and impact. And when those travelers are inspired to visit, which they shall be, they must know that getting here is not a challenge, it is a possibility.
London also underscored the important role Inter-Caribbean Airways will play in advancing the Tourism Authority's marketing strategy. She said the airline's expanded regional network and branding of the aircraft will increase the country's visibility across the Caribbean, helping to attract more visitors and strengthen St. Vincent and the Grenadines' presence in key tourism markets.
Every flight by Inter-Caribbean into Argyle International Airport represents opportunity. Every new passenger represents potential for our hotels, restaurants, taxi operators, tour guides, attractions, farmers, fisherfolk, artisans, and countless small businesses whose livelihoods are supported by tourism. This aircraft will travel across the Caribbean week after week. It will carry not only our beautiful destination flag, but also a message that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is open, connected, accessible, and ready to welcome the world.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Foreign Investment, and Diaspora Affairs has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting businesses and strengthening St. Vincent and the Grenadines' service sector through a regional training initiative. The ministry, in collaboration with the OECS Commission, recently hosted a 4-day specialized workshop aimed at improving trade and business capacity. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or OECS, Specialized National Services Sector Training Workshop was held from July 20th to 23rd at the National Insurance Services Conference Room. The initiative brought together government officials, trade professionals, business support organizations, and service providers to strengthen their understanding of international trade in services and improve the competitiveness of the country's service sector. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Foreign Investment, and Diaspora Affairs, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, said the government remains committed to creating opportunities for businesses to grow. OECS Commission Representative Dolores Francis said the training reflects the Commission's ongoing commitments to building the capacity of member states. She noted that participants are being equipped with practical tools and technical skills to better understand international trade agreements and take advantage of new commercial opportunities across the region. Over the 4-day program, participants took part in interactive sessions led by OECS consultant Adul Cunningham. Topics included trade and services within the OECS and CARICOM, regulatory reform, trade negotiations, e-commerce, digital trade, world trade, organization rules, and services tactics. The workshop concluded with discussions on market intelligence for the services sector and the growing role of services in manufacturing. The ministry says it will continue working with regional and international partners to strengthen national capacity, promote services-led economy growth, and position St. Vincent and the Grenadines to benefit from emerging opportunities in regional and international trade. The training workshop forms part of the OECS Commission's broader effort to enhance institutional capacity and improve the competitiveness of the services sector across its member states. More than 200 students who recently sat the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment CPA have received scholarships and bursaries from the General Employees Cooperative Credit Union, GECU, providing valuable financial support as they prepare to begin secondary school. The awards were presented earlier this week as part of GECU's ongoing commitment to supporting education and easing financial burden on families at the start of the new school year. For many parents, the assistance is a welcome relief. They told SVG-TV News that the scholarships and bursaries come at a critical time, helping to offset the cost of uniforms, books, stationery, and other back-to-school expenses.
It's a big burden lifted. I really so happy that he get a scholarship because as a mom, yes, his father support him, but financially it's a burden. So I'm great. I'm so happy that he got a scholarship so that he can lift the burden in many ways.
I am so happy for what GECU has done in choosing Faith as one of their recipients for the scholarship. We are very thankful, and I know it's going to go a very long way, and we are thankful.
I can imagine with, so many things.
Yeah, there's a lot that we need for Faith to assist her as she transits into secondary school.
I am proud, firstly, and I'm also very grateful to GECU for the investment back into the Vincentian community. These scholarship and bursaries, they will certainly go a long way in assisting parents during their children's secondary education journey. Well, in today's economy where everything is very expensive, things are getting more expensive, every little bit goes a long way. So it's very helpful. It will be very helpful, and it's certainly welcome.
Among the recipients, 14 students were awarded GECU scholarships, which will provide financial assistance throughout their 5 years of secondary education. The scholarship recipients all earned places at some of the country's top secondary schools based on their CPEA performance. SVG-TV News also spoke with several of the students who expressed excitement about beginning the next chapter of their educational journey and appreciation for the support they have received.
It felt nice and it felt wonderful that I am the recipient of the scholarship of the GECU.
What is the most exciting thing that you're looking forward to?
The teachers and the classes.
And just continuing the excellence, I guess.
My name is Anaya John, and I'm from Kingston Preparatory School, and I'm one of the GECU scholars. I feel relieved everything is covered for me, and I know that I'll reach these standards, so GECU will be with me.
I'll be proud of you.
Yeah.
Right now, pretty excited, but also a bit nervous because actually, new stage, new school, new stage, high school, more work, less free time. Yeah, it's more preparations these days. My mom is ordering things now.
My name is Amara Bailey. I'm from the St. Mary's Roman Catholic School. The CPA exam, I'm proud of what I came. I know I I did well, and I'm excited to go to high school because it is my dream school. I really wanted to go there when I was smaller.
SVGPF investigating a shooting incident in Lomond's Leeward. This and other stories coming up on a return with more local news. Stay with us.
Where quality meets style.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. One that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
On Friday, July 24th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $128,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a Little Lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $128,000. This Friday, July 24th. You have to be in it to win it.
Courts presents their 2026 all-range event. Be inspired at all Court stores nationwide. Come see what's new in everyday furniture and appliances. Get a chance to win an Indorama 30-inch stove with appliance purchase of $5,999 or more. Great deals on TVs and wall mounts. Everyday great value on mattresses. Bedroom bundle deals up to 25% off. Be inspired at the Courts 2026 all-range event. Affordable convenience for your home. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Offer ends July 25th, 2026. Conditions apply.
Welcome back. Still in news on the local scene. Police have launched an investigation into the fatal shooting of a man in Lomond's Leeward earlier today. The deceased has been identified as Amir Roberts, a 30-year-old laborer of Lomond's Leeward. According to the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the incident occurred at approximately 6:40 a.m. Roberts was reportedly walking along the Lomond's Leeward public road when he was approached by one or more unknown assailants, who opened fire, striking him multiple times about the body. A district medical officer later visited the scene and pronounced Roberts dead. Police say a post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Investigators are appealing to anyone with information that could assist the investigation to contact the police emergency numbers 999 or 911 or police control at 457-1211 or the Criminal Investigations Department Major Crimes Unit at 456-1810. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has extended condolences to the family and friends of the deceased as investigations continue. Roberts' death brings the homicide count for the year thus far to 28. As the rainy season continues, Vector Control Officer Aquilia Gonzalez is urging residents to take steps to prevent mosquito from breeding and reduce the risk of dengue fever. Speaking on NBC Radio, Gonzalez reminded homeowners to eliminate standing water by cleaning containers, covering water drums, clearing drains and gutters, and disposing of old tires and other items that collect water.
We have several means by which we do this. We conduct fogging operations, we do day-to-day inspections, which include larviciding and source reduction. So a homeowner, you can basically do checks around your home weekly, checking around if you have drums, you have to make sure your drums and water tanks are secure. Cover the drums. If you don't have the covers, you can screen them with mesh, cloth. We usually encourage cloth. If you don't have the covers. So if you don't have a cover for the drum, you can paste a cloth over it and you tie that on with a string to keep it secure. It keeps the mosquitoes out, so it blocks them from going in and laying the eggs. So the water stays secure. You could still catch the rainwater because the water can go through, but the mosquitoes wouldn't be able to get in.
The vector control officer also encouraged the public to be alert for dengue symptoms, including high fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscles, and joint pains, as well as nausea, vomiting, rash, and fatigue. Anyone experiencing severe symptoms is advised to seek medical attention immediately.
So some of the early symptoms would be headaches, fever, joint pain, body pain, rash, and you should go to the doctor when you start experiencing severe headaches, abdominal pain, bleeding, because then there's a type of dengue that causes hospitalization and even possible death. There are few more mosquito-borne illnesses that have similar symptoms. The severity of the symptoms is different with each. Yes, the symptoms are very, very similar, but in some instances it's more severe with dengue.
Gonsalves said the community participation is essential in reducing mosquito breeding and protecting the public from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. The Buildings, Roads and General Services Authority, BRAGSA, is continuing efforts to restore access to farming communities affected by the 2021 La Soufrière volcanic eruptions. Road rehabilitation works are currently underway in Jack Hill, Rose Hall, under the Volcano Eruption Emergency Project, also known as VEEP. The project is making it easier for farmers to reach their fields, transport produce, and resume agricultural activities while improving overall access to the area. Farmers and residents have welcomed the improvements, describing the road as a critical link to their farms and livelihoods. They say the restored access will make traveling to and from their farms safer and more efficient, while reducing many of the challenges they have faced since the eruptions.
And we are here at Rosal under the VEEP program, doing some cleaning up in Jack Hill. It is very beneficial for the farmers because we establish new roads, opening up roadway and stabilizing the road also. And we also did another road, Grey Road, which will lead to Langline. That road connects Rosal to Langline. That road is being established also under the VEEP program.
Assistant Road Maintenance Worker at BRAGSA, Nikron Alexander, said the project is restoring reliable access to farming communities affected by the volcanic eruptions while supporting the continued development of the country's agricultural sector.
This road is very significant for us, for the people of Rosal and the farmers, and also for tourism. This road is where the British walk from Chumuka Bottom going round to Chateaubriand. So these roads are very significant, and to have a partner like BRAGSA to come here and do this for us, we are very happy.
It's a hard piece for the people, jogging the load. It was so swampy sometimes, especially the narrowage.
I've lived here, I grew up on this farm here, and it was a little shack. We never had really road and full access. And the road was in a mess. We had to jump over holes, and you couldn't even jump a vehicle up here. That kind of slowed us down with farming. It kind of set us back because we can't bring our fertilizers in. We can only carry things on our head. We have vehicles and we can't come to the land because the road was so narrow and so much big holes and grass hanging over, no maintenance. Now I see that this crew has came in, Raxa and V. What you all have done here, we have never seen this like this. Now I'm producing more food. Most of us are producing more food now. We're cutting down land, we're preparing to go in hard. We gotta feed the country, we gotta feed the people.
The road rehabilitation is part of Braxa's wider program to restore infrastructure damaged by the 2021 eruptions through the Volcanic Eruption Emergency Project. The authority says it remains committed to strengthening rural infrastructure, improving resilience, and supporting national recovery efforts by creating better opportunities for farmers and rural communities across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Venezuela earthquake death toll surpasses 5,000 as damage reaches $19.6 billion. This from the region. When I return, stay with us.
The Ever-Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Pharmacy, why choose us? We have all your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, personal care products, lowest price guaranteed. Located conveniently next to the Bank of SVG on Grenville Street. Opening hours Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Email us bowmanpharmacy@yahoo.com. Call us today at 456-2235 or 593-3918. Bowman's Pharmacy, easy to find and ready to serve you.
Welcome back in News Now on the regional scene. The death toll of twin earthquakes in Venezuela has climbed past 5,000, with physical damage now estimated at $19.6 billion. Speaking to News 4 St. Lucia, Venezuelan ambassador to St. Lucia confirmed that rescue and recovery operations remain active while the nation stays under a state of emergency. We have more in this report.
Nearly 1 month after twin earthquakes struck Venezuela, the death toll has risen to 5,000 and counting, while the World Bank estimates that the disaster caused approximately US $19.6 billion in physical damage. On June 24, 2026, two powerful earthquakes measuring 7.2 and 7.5 in magnitude struck the country's north-central region just 39 seconds apart. The quakes severely impacted several areas. The disaster has left nearly 17,000 people injured and an equal number without homes, with thousands more displaced.
Since then, 1,308 aftershocks have been recorded. 3 weeks after the tragedy, the official tolls as July 18 is as follows: 4,930 people deceased, 16,740 injured, and 6,462 people rescued alive from the rubble. 856 buildings were damaged, 190 of which collapsed, leaving 17,907 people without housing.
Life Escalona, the Venezuelan ambassador to St. Lucia, stated that rescue and relief operations are still in progress in the regions most severely affected by the disaster, as the nation remains under a state of emergency. Ambassador Escalona mentioned that efforts to recover and rebuild are ongoing as the country anticipates further disaster and humanitarian aid. Official figures updated on Monday indicate that the death toll from the devastating dual earthquakes in Venezuela last month has risen to 5,278. The World Bank has noted that the speed of reconstruction will play a crucial role in determining the nation's economic recovery and social outcomes.
That's the news from the region. The international news features coming up next. Stay with us.
Quality products, quality care, low prices, great customer service, all at Q-Care Pharmacy. Q-Care leads the way, providing all your pharmaceutical needs, a variety of personal care products, and so much more. Located on Halifax Street. Telephone number 451-2690. Q-Care Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. $260,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Friday, July 24th. It's $260,000. More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Since 2012, we have provided
Family store, we sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. Top brands and appliances, TVs, fridges, cookers. We make your life so easy. Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture, right here at Singer. Affordable beds and mattresses, right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. Singer is a family store that gives you the best hire purchase deals. Right here at Singer, we'll outfit your home. Right here at Singer, the #1 family store. It's us with Singer.
Welcome back in News Now on the international scene. Candidates seeking to become the next UN Secretary General have taken part in a public town hall at the United Nations headquarters in New York, addressing major global challenges including conflicts, the Strait of Hormuz crisis, and questions over the organization's effectiveness. The candidates outlined their visions for restoring trust in the UN while acknowledging criticism over its limited role in resolving major conflicts. The process now moves behind closed doors as the Security Council begins consultations to select the next UN leader. We hear more in this report.
Community.
It was the first question posed to all 6 candidates, and it was about the Strait of Hormuz.
as Secretary General amid Security Council inability to stop the conflict. What would you do? Most candidates' answers were short on specifics, but Rebecca Greenspan, the former head of the UN Trade and Development Body, pointed to the wartime grain deal she helped broker between Russia and Ukraine.
I was in a very similar situation when we brokered the agreement in the Black Sea initiative, precisely for the grain and the cereals be able to be traded and for prices in the world markets to drop and for people around the world not to suffer the consequences of the regional conflict. And we can do the same in the Strait of Hormuz.
Guyana's ambassador to the UN offered a promise.
I'm not oblivious to the geopolitical situation, but one thing the Secretary General does not have the luxury of doing, and that is not trying. The Secretary General must try, and I would be that Secretary General that would try.
During the 90-minute town hall meeting, some candidates conceded the institution is missing from the wars it was built to prevent. The sharpest admission came from the current head of the UN's own nuclear watchdog.
We see, and it's hard to see, that the UN is absent from the resolution of the most serious conflicts that we are going through. And we also see that we are not performing at the level we should be in other areas.
He wasn't alone in his criticism of the UN.
Our responsibility is to make the UN relevant again, to deliver, to touch the hearts and souls of people on the ground, to serve people on the ground, and not to confuse activity with impact.
While the town hall took place out in the open for everyone to see, the selection process mostly takes place behind closed doors. And that process begins next week when the Security Council will meet privately to take the first of what will be several straw polls to try to find a consensus candidate.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
The weather report sponsored by General Hardware.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
And now for a look at the local weather forecast. Present conditions cloudy, slightly hazy. Winds northeast at 19 kilometers per hour. Temperature 27.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Barometric pressure 13.6 millibars. 24-hour rainfall 2.6 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature 28.8 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum 24.1 degrees Celsius. Synopsis: unstable conditions are across the islands. Forecast: occasionally cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy at times with scattered showers and a low chance of isolated thunderstorms. No other advisories at this time. Sea conditions are slight to moderate in open waters with swells of 1.0 meters to 1.8 meters. No marine advisory at this time. Sunset 6:34 p.m., sunrise 5:48 a.m.
The weather report was sponsored by General Hardware.
That Cricket West Indies has named its squad for the two-match Test series against Pakistan starting Friday in Trinidad with a maiden call-up for Barbadian spinner Joshua Bishop. As more in this report.
The two-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan bowls off on July 25th at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba, the first men's test ever played there, making it the region's 13th test venue. The second test follows at the historic Queen's Park Oval from August 2nd to 6th. The men in maroon have kept the core of the squad that defeated Sri Lanka 1-0 earlier this month. Left-arm spinner Joshua Bishop earns his first test cap after claiming 91 wickets for Barbados Pride and the West Indies Academy over the past 3 championship seasons, the most of any bowler in that span. Jamaica's Kirk Mackenzie returns for his first test since 2024, replacing John Campbell, who's out with a hamstring strain. Mackenzie was in fine form this season, scoring 323 runs in 6 innings at an average of 64.60. Fast bowler Alzari Joseph was unavailable for selection due to personal reasons.
A 14-member national senior men's squad will depart here for Grenada for the upcoming Windward Islands Cricket Championship, slated to run from Sunday, July 24th to Tuesday, August 4th. The team will depart in 2 batches, one left today and the other will leave tomorrow. The team will be led by left-arm spinner Asif Hooper, with all-rounder Dylan Douglas as his deputy. The other members are Jael Walters, Sunil Ambrose, Desra Maloney, Karen Katoy, Ethan Gibson, Jeremy Haywood, Kenneth Demba, Benetton Stapleton, Casado Henry, Romano Pear, Cody Grant, and Jordan Charles. Their team also has 6 reserves who are Jarrell Edwards, Ramon Johnson, Kevin Joseph, Watson Seaton, Newton Brown, and Joe Williams. Ian Allen is the team's head coach, with Bertram Stapleton as assistant coach and manager. St. Lucia won the 2025 edition of the championship. Here at home, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cricket Association will continue with the regular programs tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow from 9 a.m. and to 12 noon, there will be the usual development pathway at the Wilfs Lacquer Nets and the Under-19 Girls Training Session at the Honnesville 2 playing field. At 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, Carlos Vera rivals will meet MSDA Jules Anthony Northern Stars in the only Premier Division match in the National Lotteries Authority 50 Over Championship at the Sandhill playing field. In the First Division, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force Team 1 will oppose Jabs Auto Imports Strike Eagles at the Subs playing field in one of 4 matches slated to be played. Elsewhere at the Park Hill playing field, A&A Electronic North Windward will face Prime Consulting Mariaqua. At the Honnesville playing field 2, Keegan's Beckway 11 will clash with GJ's Auto Import Super Sixers, and 007 Bar Victors 2 will take on Smashers at the Bookman's Bay playing field. In netball action, Handmade with Joy swamped V-Sport Youths 38 goals to 10 in the opening junior division game of the 2026 Island Spiz Richland Park Netball Championship at the Richland Park Government School Hard Court yesterday. The championship will continue tomorrow and Sunday at the Richland Park Government School Hard Court. At 5 p.m. tomorrow, the experienced Hyde Park United will square off with Hard Knock Lightning Strikers in the senior division. Then on Sunday at 4 p.m., Handmade with Joy will face S&D Success Netters in the junior division, and later at 5 p.m., 3J's Valley Strikers will take on Twin Ballers in the senior division. That's our sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Honnesville. Call 453-9000.
Welcome Welcome back, and now for a second look at the headlines. Tourism officials highlight new marketing push and investment opportunities for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Venezuela earthquake death toll surpasses 5,000 as damage reaches US $19.6 billion. UN Secretary General candidates face off in debates over global crisis and the future of the organization. And in sports, West Indies named squad for Pakistan Test Series. And now for a recap of the local weather forecast.
Forecast: occasionally cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy at times with scattered showers and a low chance of isolated thunderstorms.
On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I'm Truska Campbell, inviting you to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news as well as daily headlines. Also check out SVG-TV's News in 15 weekdays at 12:45 p.m. Again, thanks for viewing. Enjoy the rest of your evening.